ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you our singing star, Miss Kitty Reed.
Hello world, this is Miss Kitty Reed, and today on Amish Book Club, we will be discussing Just Plain Murder by Laura Bradford. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments. My assistant today is the lovely Josefina. Just Plain Murder was published in 2018 by Berkeley Books. It is the sixth book in Laura Bradford's An Amish Mystery series. Claire Weatherly, formerly of New York City, now owns a gift shop in Heavenly, Pennsylvania, a town in Amish country. She lives at a bed and breakfast owned by her Aunt Diane. Claire is dating Jacob Fisher, Heavenly's police detective, who was shunned when he left the Amish to join law enforcement. Jacob has been building a relationship with his niece Esther and her husband Eli. They have a newborn daughter named Sarah. When they and Jacob and Claire are at a picnic, Jacob gets a call. His mentor and former Heavenly Police Chief Russ Granger was stabbed to death outside the garage apartment adjacent to his daughter's home whom he was visiting. He was murdered in the night after returning from a bar. Jacob feels guilty that he declined Russ's invitation to go. Jacob becomes devoted to finding Russ's killer. Meanwhile, Claire meets the new Amish minister and his wife, Elmer and Miriam Mast, who are new to the community. They came to Heavenly to take care of a relative with Alzheimer's who recently died. Amos Bontrager, an Amish teen on Rumspringa, has been causing trouble throughout the community. His father refuses to do anything about it or talk to his son. Jacob and Claire, after making little progress in the investigation, go to the bar where Russ spent his final hours. They suspect a man who might have a motive for killing Russ was there. Jacob gets the security camera footage and sees that Russ took a picture in the direction of the man who was looking at a woman's new tattoo. Then Russ ran out. Russ loved police work and worked on cold cases in his spare time. Jacob and Claire visit the apartment where Russ was staying and learn that Russ recognized the woman's tattoo. She had gotten the same tattoo on one ankle that she had on the other. Russ suspected this was Margaret Mallory, who robbed a bank 15 years ago. During the robbery, her boyfriend killed a guard. When visiting Esther and Eli, Jacob sees Amos spying on them and catches him when he runs away. Amos reveals that Miriam Mast hides English clothes near the pond and has a tattoo. She is really Margaret Mallory. She read in an Amish newspaper about a man with Alzheimer's who needed family to take care of him, so she and her boyfriend pretended to be Amish even after he died. While she went to the bar to have fun sometimes, her boyfriend loved his Amish life so much that when Russ was ready to expose them, he killed Russ. It was refreshing that Claire and Jacob were already in a relationship. We don't get a lot of romance books where the couple are already together and you get to see them love one another. We get an intimate look at Jacob's grief over the death of Russ. Mystery fiction and even true crime can gloss over the family and friends of the victims, so it was good to see a realistic look at murder in a cozy mystery. Jacob was so heartbroken over Russ's death, and the reader really gets up close and personal with that. I enjoyed how the Amish were integrated into the story. Even though the Amish were not main characters, they felt authentic. All the characters had their own personalities and were not just plot devices. The effects of shunning were examined. Jacob has never gotten over being shunned. Claire even yells at Jacob's mother for shunning him. You can tell how protective she is of her boyfriend. The book is almost 300 pages, but you wouldn't know that from the plot description I just gave. This is because nothing really happens for much of the book. 100 pages could have been cut and nothing would have changed. It was boring in the best way possible. A light plot made for a casual and relaxing reading experience. What an amazing mystery! I had no idea what happened until the last few pages. To think that 2 bank robbers were hiding among the Amish. That was a real shock. I will give this book a 6 out of 7. I would recommend this for any Amish fiction fan who wants to be engaged yet relaxed while reading. The cozy mystery crowd out there will appreciate this book a lot. By the way, Z Library was shut down by the FBI, so you better hit up your local library for our next book, which will be the sequel to the shunning Beverly Lewis's The Confession. Josefina would like to remind all of you out there on the information superhighway to share your opinions in the comments and look at the video description for important links. This has been Amish Book Club with Miss Kitty Reed. This is Miss Kitty Reed and Josefina signing off. See you later in Amish Book Club.
Living in the river.